I want to talk about something really quick first.
All right.
Do you need a little energy in your life? Do you work overnights just like me? What you need is Rockstar. They come in blueberry raz.
You want to not break my table, Brady?
Sorry. Sugar-free.
Jesus.
Nice little colors, sparkle up your life. Give you that energy boost so you go hit at the gym. Rockstar.
So I think what Brady's trying to say is Rockstar, we want a sponsorship, but he just doesn't know how to get to that point in the conversation. Anyways.
I was doing a commercial by you.
Be better at ads. Be better at podcasting.
Yeah, we'll have to clip that one out. It's hashtag Rockstar.
Anyways, where are we starting with this week, Brady? All right, let's get into it now.
Well, how was your weekend, sir?
It was all right, man. I was in Toronto.
It's good doing it on a Sunday. I have more energy, I feel like. And then on a Monday, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I like doing Sunday nights better, to be honest.
If you didn't know, this was pre-recorded.
We don't go live. This ain't Joe Rogan.
We don't go live.
This ain't JRE. Maybe one day.
But I did, I played the new Fallen Order, Got that little...
The new Star Wars game?
New Star Wars game.
Sith or Jedi? What can you choose?
You can't choose.
Does it have to be Jedi?
Yeah, it's like 5 years after Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, it's like right after the Order 66, right?
Yeah. So it's pretty sick. I don't know. I'm loving Star Wars. I'm reading books. Star Wars is life.
I want to read some of the stuff that happened before Episode 1.
Then there's a book series, Star Wars Legends.
Okay.
Thousands of books.
Yeah.
I'm reading the Darth Maul. There's 3 series book on Darth Maul. So check those out.
I'm trying to get through Clone Wars, but it's terrible, man. Season 1 is just rough.
You gotta read the books, Legends. Yeah. Darth Bane, shout out.
Darth Bane. Okay, let's get into
some
fights.
Jedi.
Let's get into some fights.
All right. This is a Star Wars podcast. Definitely not a Trekkie podcast either. But we did have some Claressa Shields this week.
So, in case you guys live under a rock and didn't see all of our posts this week.
I actually didn't.
You didn't see anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay, clearly Instagram is for you. You and your 14 followers.
154 in a week.
But you can thank me for that.
Actually, I got a whole bunch of people from other countries that I don't know who the hell they are.
Are you following them back?
No. But I had this one guy and he's carrying a goat in his profile picture.
Oh wow. Is he milking that goat?
I don't know. It's the Middle East. And I'm like, holy.
Anyways, Claressa Shields went down in weight. So she's got to be the first champion I can think of in history that's gone 3 weights, but started up and gone down. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I do know the decision stuff, so I know what happened.
So she started at 168. She had a belt there. She went down to middleweight, 160. Got every belt there, unified, undisputed. And then she went down to 154. And in her 10th fight, she's won a belt in 3 divisions. She's the first.
Let's just say, stop right there. It was a vacant belt that she was fighting a girl who was 19-4. In boxing, when you're fighting, in MMA, 19-4 is great. In boxing, you're out the door. You know what I mean? At 30-4, some people are like, yeah, man, you might want to retire. You've lost.
That's fair.
You got to go fight 10 more cab drivers to make yourself relevant.
Point being, she has that feather in her cap. She now is the fastest 3-weight world champion and the only one to do it with undisputed in a weight division as well.
Another point is, it's also a women, so she doesn't have that many competitors.
Sorry, fastest to do it with undisputed.
Not that impressive to me.
Yeah, it's definitely not equivalent to what Lomachenko did or equivalent to Crawford and Canelo. It's not the same thing, but it's still a huge accomplishment, man. She's still beating people that can fight. She's not beating... Women's boxing isn't where it should be. It'd be nice if it was. If there was more people, the money's not there for it. But she's still beating people that can fight. These aren't cab drivers.
Who would you have in a fight, though? Ali or Shields?
Who do I have? I still think Layla Ali's the best. But some people think Ann Wolfe is, some people think Layla Ali, some people think Claressa Shields. I think that in 10 fights, it's a little premature to say. It's like people were saying Lomachenko was the best when he was 9-1. It's like, dude, you lost already. Chill out.
Or Cain Velasquez when he was 13-3.
Yeah.
What?
Or take that in. Stipe has 3 title defenses or something. And it's miraculous.
At least it's a decent record. It's
okay. I'm just saying, but you're talking about Claressa Shields shouldn't be getting this clout for this. This dude defended his belt 3 times. Okay, Claressa Shields is 10-0, beating world champions every time she fights. So whether it's the caliber or not, no, it's not. But
Claressa Shields is the flyweight division of the UFC.
You got to give her some respect for that.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't think she's the greatest of all time yet.
But we did have some also... She won by what, decision?
Yeah, she dropped her opponent for the first time in her career. Why? Please tell me why she's called T-Rex when she said dropped one person. Like, that's the first time she's knocked somebody down. It was a body shot.
Whoo! She's never knocked anyone out.
I didn't know that. She said it in her post press conference or interview. I didn't see the fight. I only saw the highlights.
So she's a pillow puncher.
She can't punch, man. She can't punch. So that's doing her favors coming down on weight. But about her weight, she weighed in at 153.5. It's only 8 pounds away from Amanda Nunes at 145. Mm-hmm. So we're getting closer.
Getting closer.
We're getting closer. And she looked really good at 154, but I think she definitely could lose a little bit more. She could, if she really...
She's a little thicker than a stick.
She could really destroy herself to get down a little bit more.
Thicker than a Snicker.
Don't do it.
Oh.
Anyways, what else we got?
Some Joe Smith. You want to talk about that too?
Did you watch that?
You did not?
What did you do on Saturday night?
I went to bed at 10 a.m. I was watching YOU.
10 a.m. or 10 p.m.?
10 p.m., sorry. And I slept till 3 in the afternoon. I slept 18 hours straight.
All right. Well, I was talking about this fight all last week. Jesse Hart took on Joe Smith in a battle of top light heavyweights. It was a good fight, man. Like, back and forth. Not back and forth. Joe Smith won almost every round, but it was entertaining just because of the styles. Like, Jesse Hart was like on the back foot the whole time. Joe Smith kept coming forward, cutting off the ring. Dropped him a few times. Went on to win split decision. Are you like? I don't know what the refs were looking at, man. It was...
And he was the champion.
A beatdown. No, there was no champion. It was only a 10-round fight. This fight was to set up the number one contender for the WBO to see who fights for the...
Because Usyk gave it up.
Canelo gave it up.
Okay.
To see who fights for the vacant WBO title. So what it's looking like
That's so
now,
weird to say.
It is weird. Anthony Yard, who just lost to Sergey Kovalev, remember? For the WBO title, it's looking like Anthony Yard and Joe Smith are going to meet up for the vacant WBO strap, which I think is a phenomenal fight.
I'm surprised Kovalev's not thrown in there yet.
I think he should be. He just lost it to Canelo. You think he would be the number one contender. But either way, the Yard versus Smith fight is amazing. I would love to see
like
that.
Yard.
I like Yard and I like Smith. I think Smith is good for the sport. He's just like a blue-collar guy, man. He's not
You need that light heavyweight division, especially. But I do have 2 topics I want to talk about. I seen there was some love for, let's make a petition for hashtag Usyk versus Klitschko.
Oh, yeah, people like that.
People did like that. I think that was a great...
That's a good fight.
If that vacant belt gets taken away, this makes sense. Second thing, obviously, if you know me, I'm a huge Usyk not fan. And
some would call you a hater.
Okay, I'm a hater. Definitely a hater. But how does BoxRec have number 3 Usyk? I didn't look at
it. Heavyweight?
A heavyweight.
Or pound for pound?
Heavyweight.
Yeah, so they have who number 1?
You have him at like number 8 in the ring or something like that?
Who do they have number 1?
I didn't look at it. I just seen his Wikipedia and it says BoxRec has him as a 3rd heavyweight, which means he's over probably Joshua.
I would assume so, because Joshua's a loss. I would say it's probably Wilder, Fury, Usyk.
Joshua.
Lord have mercy.
Disrespectful.
What is that? What has he done in the heavyweight division? What? I don't even know what to say, man.
He's going to get slumped.
I don't think he can beat Dylan White. I don't think he can beat Derek Chisora, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury,
Luis Ortiz.
I don't think he beats. Parker, it'd be a good fight.
Parker, yeah. He might be a Povetkin. No, I don't even know if he'd beat Povetkin.
It's a tough fight, too.
He's big. He's a big boy. Yeah. Hunter.
Yeah, I don't know. Can he fight a top 10 guy before he gets a title shot? Like, what is the rush?
Happening?
Why? It's because, you know why? It's because he's 32 years old. He won a gold medal, so they assume because he won a gold medal, he's amazing. Doesn't mean anything, man.
No.
Look what Mike Tyson didn't make the Olympics. Look what he did to the guy who won the gold medal of his Olympic Games. Sparked him. He's gone.
Out of there.
Anyways, I don't like that. I think Usyk is getting way too much clout for not doing
I just don't like Usyk at all. Get that little man bun, shave your head, be a man, not a bitch. Don't get me on that. I could make a whole video about how Usyk is overrated. I might do that.
Go nuts.
Might do that.
What do we got?
Some decent fights, actually. Like, people are hating on this
We're
card.
going over 246?
We were going over 246.
The return of the notorious...
Notorious. I meant to say it like... Sorry.
The notorious Conor McGregor. He's back. After, what has it been, a year and 3 months?
Yeah. I do like this card, too.
15-month layoff. All right, what do we got?
We got, normally, we don't do too much preliminaries, but there's some card fights that I
people
like.
are like, I'm not huge on this card, but it's not terrible.
There's been worse.
There's been worse.
Way
like,
worse.
UFC 240 was bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. People are giving a hard time. But what they're doing with this card is they're really testing to see how much pull Conor still has in 2020. Because there's not big names on this card. They're decent fights, but there's no one that's going to draw in attention.
Even though it's the third highest selling gate already.
Because it's Conor McGregor. So, we're really going to find out
at $10 million,
what he's worth in 2020.
And if you didn't know, Cerrone's finally getting paid.
$3 million, right?
$2 million.
$2 million. And
Which is good.
Conor's getting 5?
5, but that's...
Before pay-per-view sales. Yeah, for sure.
We do have a fight I like is Drew Dober versus Nasrat Hagarast. I can't pronounce his last name, but I do know he knocked out Marcin Held.
Nasrat Haparas. That's the dude who looks like Calvin Gaston, isn't it? Trained by Faraz Sahabi, right?
Yeah.
Right? Am I tripping out on that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He's good.
Yeah, he's a good fighter, but I do have Drew Dober winning.
I got Nasrat.
Andre Fili, who's actually a decent featherweight, but the guy always gets like shorthanded in split decisions. He's a good featherweight. He's fought the who's who in the division, but he's finally in a 2-fight win streak.
It's not an easy fight.
Sadiq Yusuf is a beast.
I got Sadiq.
I do got Sadiq taking it though.
Is he Nigerian or where's he from?
He's
African, right?
He is from Nigeria. Lagos.
Right.
He's a beast though.
Lagos, shout out to Dank MMA, my brother from Lagos, Nigeria.
He loves him.
Oh, he's from there. He lives there. He's born and raised. Went to school in England.
But this is actually a big fight. I'm surprised they didn't throw it on the main card because she's getting some hype. But it's Roxanne Modafferi versus Macy Barber.
The Happy Warrior. They just throw her to everybody, eh? It's like, oh, beat Roxanne, and then we'll get you top 5 spot.
Yeah. But Roxanne is like 23-17 or something like that. But Macy Barber is probably going to decisioner. But
no, I think Macy Barber stops her.
Really?
Yeah.
There we go. Getting all those.
Didn't Macy Barber just fight recently?
Like 2 months ago, let's say.
And was it? She beat a Canadian, did she not?
Yeah, I forget the name.
It was a Canadian though, right? I think it was a Canadian.
But to the main card,
she called out Paige Van Zandt.
Yeah, Paige Van Zandt said she's not getting her.
Right.
So, but then we got Pettis versus Carlos Ferreira.
I didn't even realize Pettis on this card until earlier today.
Really?
I wasn't even paying attention.
And there was a question saying how I'm going to get one of the questions that we were asked. Saying how's Pettis going to be looking at lightweight again?
Who asked that? Alpha MMA?
Yeah.
I think it was?
Yeah. Okay. He has a couple questions, so I didn't really say the name yet. But he hasn't really been gone from. Well, he went and he fought Stephen Thompson, got knocked him out, which was great, kind of a fluke.
But he didn't look good.
He didn't look good, and then he fought Nate Diaz and looked horrible. And Nate Diaz is pretty much a lightweight.
When is the last time he looked good? Okay, I guess Tony Ferguson, but guess what? He still lost that fight. And then before that, he fought who? Chiesa? Was it Chiesa?
Yeah.
He looked good against Chiesa. Okay, so it's been that was 2 years ago? What was that? 2018, I think?
Yeah.
It's been a while, man. He goes through these patches where he'll like have 3 bad losses and he wins unexpected win and they think he's back. And he just like loses again. I don't know.
He really hasn't been back since he lost his belt.
He hasn't been the same guy. RDA took something out of him.
Yeah. That was a beatdown.
So to answer the question...
Guess he needs CM Punk back in his corner?
What?
For that fight, CM Punk came out with him in his corner.
Yeah. Okay, so to answer the question, how is he going to look at 155? Well, he's fighting Diego Ferreira.
Who's been on a hot streak.
Tough.
But he's been knocked out by Jorge and a couple other guys.
I think Pettis should get it. Should get a win here. But I don't think he's going to look like a world beater. He's not going to look like the vintage Pettis.
No.
And if he wins in spectacular fashion, people they're going to be calling, oh, Showtime's back, Showtime's back. Showtime's not coming back.
No,
okay,
he's done.
It is what it is. The Wheaties box,
and he's one of my favorites. He's top 10 one of my guys.
The man on the Wheaties box is no more. He's just Anthony Pettis. He's not Showtime.
Not Showtime. I do love this fight because it's a looking like and loving. Hashtag looking like and loving. Alexa Grasso versus Claudia Gadelha. Battle love.
That's a good fight.
Good or dying fight?
Well, both, but we're here to break down fights, Brady.
I am here, I got 2 hottest girls in MMA are Tracy Cortez and Alexa Grasso, so.
Nobody cares, man. Nobody cares.
I do.
Can we talk about the fight now?
I guarantee if Rachel Ostovich was fighting, he'd be saying something right now. So, but she's not, because she's 4-5.
She's back in February.
Are you excited?
I'm excited.
I do have Alexa Grasso taking it. She looked amazing against Carlos Suarez and got robbed.
I'm taking Claudia, man. I think she's I don't even know why I'm taking Claudia, but I feel like I always pick her to win. I just got to ride it until it.
She used to be elite.
I think she still is, but you think it has something to do with USADA coming in?
Maybe.
But she still looks like insanely shredded. I don't know. I'm gonna ride Claudia Gadelha until the wheels fall off.
Decision?
Yeah, decision.
I got a decision for just getting outclassed. Alexei Olenek.
Do we have any odds on any of these fights? Do we know? Do you know who the favorites are on any of these?
Claudia's a favorite. Ferreira is a favorite. Macy Barber's a favorite. So
yeah, okay.
Maurice Green versus Alexei Olenek.
Wait, what? Alexei Olenek? Am I tripping out? Didn't he just retire?
I thought he retired too, but he's back. So
who is Maurice Green? That was a sprinter for the U.S. Olympics team back in like 2004.
Yeah, he's in the MMA. You didn't know
it's not the same guy, Brady. It's definitely not the same guy.
But he's coming out. He got knocked out his last fight, but
do we have to make picks for this fight?
I just got Alexei with choke.
What's the weird thing? Ezekiel choke?
Yeah,
I'm gonna pick first round Ezekiel choke because I have no idea who Maurice Green is. I thought he was a sprinter from 2001, but yeah.
But in the co-main event, we do it.
What?
The sprinter. Heavyweight sprinter, I believe. We do have the rematch everyone's been asking for. Holly Holm versus Raquel Pennington.
Oh, wow. Okay, I literally was just lost on this card. I did not know that was on this card either.
But this was literally the first fight that Holly Holm fought when she first came to UFC. And she looked like crap.
She's head kicking her, man. She's putting Pennington to sleep.
You think so?
Oh, man. Yes.
So he's saying good night.
Good night, Jim Kite.
What is Jim Kite?
I don't know. It's just it rhymes, man.
What Reese is saying? What the heck?
It just rhymes. Don't worry about it. Just
okay. But in the main event,
that's it. You're not making a pick.
Oh yeah, Holly Holm by knockout. Second round.
Head kick.
Yeah.
Abusive ground and pound.
Sure.
What?
Sure, abusive ground and pound.
Okay.
And that being said, Holly Holm has a better boxing stature than Shields, in my opinion.
Next.
She's like 39 and...
Next.
Okay, but...
You think Shields loses to Holly Holm in a boxing match? That's what you're telling me.
I'd like to see it. Prime.
So you picking...
No, I'm not saying that Shields would lose, but I'm saying I'd like to see that fight. I'm saying she's a better, overall...
Stick to what you're good at, all right?
Okay.
Which is talking about fights you have some kind of sense with. If it's not Conor McGregor, don't talk about it.
All right, and then on that note, who do we have?
The notorious one.
Conor McGregor.
The favorite son of Ireland.
Should I bring it out again?
You have to. Just hurry up.
Check out those bad boys. That's going to be the template right there.
Does it really have to be?
It has to be. Template. This was $300.
Okay, put it away.
This is going to be on... No, look at it again. Look at the arm. Okay. That says Conor McGregor, by the way.
Can we get to the... What do we...
He's fighting Donald Cerrone this weekend.
So we have Conor McGregor taking on Cowboy Donald Cerrone. What do you think?
Knockout first round. That's all I'm saying. He's going to stun him. He's going to Jesse Gaethje him again.
First round knockout. I think it's a little more to it than that.
You think second, eh?
I think second round, he gets that left paw, puts it on his face. Cowboy falls like a block of wood.
Do you think he'll do the curl again? Where he gets hit and too hard and he goes down into a...
Oh, like Gaethje?
Yeah, he does that to a lot of people.
I think he gets stiffened, man. He gets hit and the curtains go out and Conor just gives him 2 or 3 more lefts on the ground just for good measure.
You think it's going to be old school Conor back?
I don't think... I've already said this. I don't think we see old Conor back.
Well, on that note, we'll give a shout out. That's pretty much the question that our boy Aiden was asking.
We'll read the question.
Okay, I'll get to it. But shout out to Aiden. He is our TikTok account, and he is doing a great job. And he says, Conor and John Cavalon have said that he is having the best camp and is looking the best he ever has. Is old Conor really back? Do you believe he can regain the strap and actually defend the belt?
What strap? Regain the strap, so I'm assuming he means 45 or 55.
The lightweight strap.
He's not going back down to 45, so it has to be 55. No. Definitely not.
You will see Conor lose again. Period. It's going to happen in his career. It's not going to...
It might happen multiple times.
Yeah, you're not going to see him ever be... I'm a huge fan, but you're never going to be... He's not ever going to put on like a 4 or 5 win streak, ever. It's after this fight, you're probably going to see him lose. That's the reality of it.
Good point, man. I'm glad you're being real for once, not your delusional little Brady world that you live in.
Okay. This is kind of like a way to say you guys finally wanted him to get a win. We're kind of going to give you a win.
And it's also a good payday for Cowboy. They're doing him a favor as well.
They're doing him a favor. But you're not going to ever see Conor be pound for pound ever again.
Pound for pound number 1 or pound... You can be pound for pound top 10. He definitely could.
Could be, but he's never going to be...
He has a chance... He has a chance to be the welterweight champion. Will it happen? Probably not. We don't know until after this weekend. First of all, we need to see how his body looks. We need to see how his power is. He doesn't look great at welterweight in the past. But let's not forget, he was also a 45er coming up to 170.
In that defense, too, that first fight with Nate, that first round, if he came out like that, Donald would not be able to take the shots that Nate took.
Okay, so, but there's the what if he does, or he avoids them, he doesn't get hit with them, or he counters back. Conor's tank has looked bad, and it's looked worse at 170.
He did go 5 rounds with Nate Diaz.
I don't care what Chael Sonnen says. Man.
I don't think his tank's as bad as you think.
But look at the second fight with Nate. His tank was here. Like, he was fight. Obviously, you're gonna get more tears as the fight goes, but he survived.
Against a marathon runner, though.
He survived the 4th and 5th round.
But if he could survive cardio-wise,
he wasn't even trying to win those rounds. He was literally trying to survive.
But
he definitely has cardio issues. Like, that's a thing. I don't care what Chael says. Chael says a lot of diluted shit. Like, he said this weekend that people need to tough up and fight through injuries and stuff. Like, Chael Sonnen, man, this is 2020, bro. I keep wanting to say it's 2019. It's 2020, Chael. You gotta get your head out of 1993, man. Like, Randy Couture isn't the greatest of all time anymore. Okay, like, relax. Chael Sonnen, calm down.
Was he ever?
In Chael Sonnen's mind.
He loves Randy?
Obviously, man. He's like his main training partner back in the day.
Oh, God. 19 and 12 or 19 to 12? Correct me if I'm wrong.
19, I think he's 19 and 11. 19 and 12. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Point being, Conor McGregor will never get the 55 belt back. I don't think you think he will ever.
No.
Will he have a belt? He definitely could have a belt. There's a 55. There's a 70-pound belt.
A BMF.
There's a 70-pound championship belt and a 70-pound BMF belt that both are tough fights, but I think they're more winnable than the Khabib fight.
I think it's more winnable against Jorge than Usman.
100%. I don't want to see him fight Usman. That's a terrible match.
I think Usman would... Usman, in my opinion, like, that's like saying... I think he's harder than Khabib. At least Conor was doing okay against Khabib.
The thing is, Usman will stand with you, though. Like, Khabib will not even engage in that. Like, especially at 170, he'll be like, I can knock out Conor. That's what Usman will think. So, like, there's a small window where you can see Conor doing something. I still think he loses that fight.
I know.
Pretty easily.
It's kind of one of those things where, like, I really want to see... I'd rather see Usman versus...
Masvidal.
No, I want to see Khabib go up and fight 170 belt.
Yes. I'm counting... But
that's a fight.
That's a boring fight, though. The two wrestling heavy
But who would win? Usman.
He's stronger, he's bigger, he has better hands.
But there's just... I love Conor, but he's kind of like... I'm over Conor. I like his career the way it was. I want to see him have a good... I would love to see him fight this weekend and retire, regardless of the outcome.
Fight and retire? No. We can't... No. He can't go up three and something years without winning a fight and beat Cowboy Cerrone and then go off. That doesn't do much for his legacy. Yeah, to a casual fan, people might be like, yeah, Cowboy was a good guy. But you got to remember who they were at the time that they beat them. Like, Bernard Hopkins lost to Joe Smith Jr. At 52 years old. Does anybody think that Joe Smith's a better fighter than Bernard Hopkins?
No.
Exactly. That's my point. Cowboy Cerrone is on the end of his road. Is Conor? We don't know. We have to find out. But for sure, Cowboy is.
Please trim the beard. That's all I can say.
Cowboy?
Conor. Get a haircut. Yeah. Trim it up. I watched the countdown today. It's still there. And he has a French hat.
Like, something I want to talk about this fight. Nobody is talking about the possibility that Cowboy wins this fight. Like, he definitely is outgunned almost in every way in this fight. But
that might make for an upset. But you're not.
If he pulls it off, what happens? Like, where does first of all, Conor retires. If he loses to Cowboy Cerrone, it's done. Like, that's it. There will be no Conor McGregor. Maybe you see him do like a Floyd Mayweather victory tour boxing to like celebrities or something. But he'll never fight in the UFC again.
He won't be cut if he'll choose not to.
Right, he'll retire. That's it. But if Cowboy wins, what does he do? Like, it doesn't get him a title shot. Like,
could
it definitely does not. No, with who? Khabib? What has he done? What has he done to deserve a Khabib fight?
But he could. I don't know.
Lost to Gaethje, lost to Tony, and then he beats Conor, who hasn't won a fight in 3 years, and then he gets a title shot.
He'd go to a main event of a fight night.
Yeah, but he's making $2 million, and then he goes to what, make 100,000? Like, no.
I do like the fact though that like the thing about this fight that people don't understand about me, especially being a Conor fan, is I love Donald Cerrone.
So like, I love Cowboy too.
You cannot people are acting like Cerrone's like nothing when every time he fights,
he's a legend.
He's a legend.
He's a legend. I love him, but I like Conor more. First of all, I do like Conor more, and as a hardcore fan of the sport, we need the storylines to open up that are available to us with a Conor victory. With a Conor loss, we don't really get any storylines. There's nothing for Conor if he loses, and there's nothing for Cowboy if he wins. Like, cool.
Is that the reason why Conor's probably not talking as much during this fight, just in case he does lose? Here's a question for you to think about.
I think he's not talking because he realizes this is make or break. I don't think it has anything to do with like showing respect for Cowboy, none of that.
You're going to see a different kind of press conference, I think.
If he loses, that's it, man. The ship is sailed. He's never making these 7-figure paydays from fighting again. It's not going to happen. Like, I can't resell to the public that Conor is the man if he loses this fight. I just can't do it. With this long layoff, losing one time in the cage, it's possible. I can make an argument for why he's
not as long as last time.
Right.
And he's been training nonstop since, as we know.
Right.
I mean, we could have Cerrone's baby versus Conor's baby. We could do that in the UFC cage.
They're about the same age.
So why not?
Toddlers battling out. Anything else to add about this fight?
No, I think that's
pretty much it.
I'm glad to see Conor get paid. I'm glad to not Conor get paid. Cerrone get paid.
We hope you guys are excited as we are for this one. All right, what do we got?
Fight announcements.
Okay, so start them off.
I'll talk about the two that I don't really care about, and then I'll talk about the one I like. But Gary Russell versus Nyan Barre. Why do you pronounce that guy's name? It sounds like a cab driver.
What am I looking at? Gary Russell Jr. versus Nayem Bayar. So that's a featherweight title fight. PBC just lining him up to get knocked down. If you don't know Gary Russell, he's been touted as like the fastest hands of boxing for the past like 5-6 years. His only loss is to Lomachenko. He's a hell of a talent. It would be nice to see him paired up against a guy who actually is going to give him some problems.
You like Lomo again?
A Loma rematch. Loma's moved up though, unfortunately.
Davis?
Gervonta's moved up to lightweight, so that doesn't work. Who's down at 126?
Gamboa?
Gamboa's at 135. Jeez, I don't know. I'm trying.
Santa Cruz?
Carl Frampton.
Carl Frampton.
That's a fight.
What about Santa Cruz?
Santa Cruz is at 130. I believe.
You could go down, can you?
He could definitely go down. Or Gary could go up.
Yeah. But same as UFC, no one cares about that division.
Unfortunately not.
Well, I'm saying the flyweight.
Yeah.
In reality. We got Juliana today versus Aspen Ladd.
That doesn't do much for me.
It's bantamweight title eliminator.
Okay. We saw what happened to Aspen Ladd last time she had a title eliminator. She got stopped first 50.
Arguable.
Yeah, it definitely was disputable, but it goes down as the first round.
I'm excited for this fight, though. Thug Rose versus Andrade.
That's a great fight.
Because that was the best Thug Rose I've ever seen in my
100%.
life. Even that performance-wise, that round. Oh my god.
Footwork was beautiful. The body shots she was doing was beautiful. The submission attempt from the top when she was picked up over her head was beautiful. She's got cocky, tried to do it again, and she got removed from consciousness.
That was the most fluked. Like, it was a weird title fight.
But it is what it is. It's always a home run shot. Like, look at what Wilder Ortiz. Ortiz won every second of the fight. Wilder throws a right hand, the fight's over. It's like, okay, so we know who the better fighter is. One guy just has this crazy X factor that they can impose their will at some point. Jessica Andrade is clearly not as good of a fighter as Rose Namajunas. The history shows us that. But she might win the second fight because she just has this freaky strength and grappling ability.
I do have Rose by decision.
Oh, I think Rose beats her too. But I'm just saying, don't be surprised if you see her get some crazy smash rampage style bomb.
You live and you learn.
You live and you learn.
But we do have some questions, so let's get to it. Pitter patter, let's get at her. Alpha male. We already answered your one question, so I'll get to your other ones in a second. But we have one next from God Mode MMA.
I think it's God Mode MMA 2.0, so just want to take his account out. He's got a cool profile.
MMA fight prediction made by Al.
No. MMA fight predictions made by AI. Thoughts. Artificial intelligence. It's an abbreviation, Brady.
Okay.
So, as in robots, computers. I'm not against it. If you want to use that as your method to win money and it works, cool. I wouldn't trust it because I feel like all you can use as a robot is stats. You can't go off of like if we're looking at the Cowboy Conor fight, for example. Statistically, there's a lot of ways Cowboy could win this fight. He has submission wins, he has decision wins, he has head kick wins, but doesn't take into account what he's done lately or his age. How do you incorporate these things? Feelings, just like I could have a feeling that somebody's going to win a fight. I'll take that bet.
Just like I had a feeling where Ruiz was going to beat Joshua.
So like I can't go with that. I have to bet off of what I think. A lot of people would disagree with me, but I think I have to put my opinion into it. What do you think?
Yeah, but I feel like I have a lot more faith in myself than Peter.
Yeah.
So, Alpha Male MMA. We have who deserves the next shot at bantamweight. It's tough because there's Peter Yan.
Yeah, he definitely deserves it, but no one wants to see him fight at that for the title. To be honest, we got Dominic Cruz coming back.
Aljamain probably.
Jose Aldo got robbed, but so you can't really give it to him. Mariah's just fought.
Sandhagen's getting there.
Frankie was supposed to go down and if he won a fight, he probably would have got a title shot, but he stayed up at 45. I think next shot has to be Dominic Cruz.
Really?
Yeah. Think about it. His last fight was 3 years ago, I think, right? And he lost to Cody Garbrandt, who was the champ. He won the belt off of Cruz. He beat TJ Dillashaw before that. He's regarded as the best bantamweight of all time.
In my opinion, he is.
So
I honestly say earned it. Aljamain.
That's a fair pick too. I think it's either one of those two. If Aldo wins a fight, let's say Aldo fought tomorrow, I would say Aldo. But
I think Cejudo's days are numbered.
It's murder's row at 35 right now.
Absolutely.
It's not a fun time to be on top. Everybody's coming at you hard.
Especially the Triple C. He might have to vacate that belt because they're coming for him. And we also got Mariah's back out there too.
Right.
How did you spend your weeks with UFC Gerard? But that is from Fight Talk #podcast.
So how do we spend our time without the 3 or 4 week absence of MMA or UFC events?
I did a lot of sleeping.
Man, I'm a boxing fan, bro. I don't know what this is. You're preaching to the wrong person. I'm watching boxing. I'm good. Gervonta Davis fought. We had Rampage and Nipples over there fight in Japan.
Yeah, it went faster for me too than I felt, so I couldn't really feel that.
This whole weekend we had 2 decent cards with Claressa Shields and then Joe Smith.
Had some PFL I watched.
Christmas and New Year's were in there. It hasn't been
as bad.
Hasn't been a struggle.
No. Hit the gym a little bit.
2020 looks like we have a lot of good fights coming though, MMA and boxing. So hopefully we have lots of stuff to talk to you guys about.
So what he's saying is, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't a struggle.
Alpha Male. Again, should people like Logan Paul be able to pick and choose who he becomes a pro? Be able to pick and choose?
Should Logan Paul be able to pick and choose who become what? Should people like Logan Paul be able to pick and choose he becomes a pro boxer? I think what he's trying to ask is, should Logan Paul be able to just decide today I'm a pro boxer, or tomorrow I'm a mixed martial artist? Like, should he just be able to jump into the sport like that? No, definitely not.
Maybe one shot here.
No, definitely not. If you want to keep the sport competitive, you're not doing that. It's if there was no money involved, this is an amateur system, and it's totally about glory. You're never seeing Logan Paul jump into Olympic wrestling. You're never seeing Logan Paul go attempt to get a gold medal in boxing. You have to earn those spots. But because it's a professional league and there's money and financial backing, and he brings this following with him, changes the whole dynamic. So he can do it. Is it right for the sport? No.
There we go. That's what I pretty much think too. So, a little bit off topic, but Rio Reese, who is the biggest piece of dog shit in NFL history?
NFL history, man, it's tough.
I can't really answer that too much.
This season, Tom Brady looked terrible.
Tom Brady looked pretty bad.
Baltimore Ravens were favored to win the Super Bowl, and they lost the first round playoff game yesterday.
Yeah, Ravens lost. Yeah, San Francisco's amazing.
San Fran looks good. I don't know who was the biggest dog shit. Who's some clown that used a bunch of steroids or something? Bill Romanowski. There you go. Bill Romanowski, biggest piece of shit. He injected goat hormones into him or something.
Oh,
He's
shit.
a different kind of guy.
I got Tom Brady because I'm a Patriots fan. He totally let us down, and they wouldn't have got as far if it wasn't for the defense. Just true. Sean Kenneth. Are we going to see McGregor's Millimeter Peter? Well, I hope so.
I hope he's not packing the heat this time. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, the worst one was and I did not actually mean I hope so, but the one where he fought Mayweather.
Was it bad?
It was bad.
Was it touching Floyd's leg?
It was bad.
Oh, God.
At least the guy ain't embarrassed, and probably got him some women.
But is that it for questions?
That's it for questions.
Okay, something we need to decide right here between me and you.
Colby Covington or Jorge Masvidal?
Oh, shut up.
No, I want that. And you guys comment below. Jorge Masvidal
Or Colby Covington?
or Colby Covington?
Okay, I got Masvidal.
I got delusional, eh? Covington.
Okay, for something we need to decide. So, our community, I'm trying to come up with a name. People voted. It was pretty 50-50 between Combat Army or the Combatants. So, let's decide what do you want it to be.
Combat Army.
Combat Army? Alright, Combat Army it is. You're
That's
welcome.
you.
That's you people. Alright, we're out.
Usyk, you suck.